Good afternoon. It's September 29th, 2023, and today I viewed this as a range day. Um, not a whole lot of great trades, but there were ways to get in on it. So here's what we're looking at right now on the daily chart. You know, I think people are just deciding: are we gonna go further down, or are we gonna bounce, test this midline again? We'll just have to wait and see. But let's take a look at this price action. So you can see we had this move down in the overnight, and then it just pretty much reversed immediately into this channel up. You get a break and a move to a new high, and then we have a sell-off before you come in at 5 o'clock and prices start breaking out. And I mean, that's a double test. I was playing it like a range, so I mean, it looked to me like a like we were just at the bottom of the range. So maybe you take that, then we break out, fail. Actually, I think I was playing my range highs up here. So we break out, fail. There's a news item right here, fails. And really what I was looking at was this measured move based on this leg down. So I just thought we would test that, and you can see as soon as we hit that, people took profits, but there were more buyers, so we went a little higher and kind of just chopped sideways and formed this downward channel. This is how I was looking at it based off the lows. And that being the case, there aren't really any good entries. This second entry short is an inside bar. You get a triple test right here, but the signal bar is no good. This bar is an inside bar. And then we just get a break. Move to a new high. We test this high. The test fails. So I bet a lot of people went short on this bar, right? I mean, not I bet. Clearly, a lot of people probably went short on these two lower highs here, but they're above the EMA and the bias was up at this point, so I'm not too crazy about it. And then we get a first entry, second entry short, but the signal bar is no good. Maybe you take this one, looking at it like a lower high, and like ride it down to this low or something. And this isn't a failure because, I mean, it looks like a failure though. You get this double top first entry. If you skip that second entry, it looks like a failure, but technically it's third entry. Slight overshoot leads to a break, and we get two measured legs up before we sell off, and you get a nice second entry short. Yeah, the second entry short is actually right there. So, I mean, it's a double test though. This is a good entry. I like it, even though it's technically the. Oh wait, no, it is second entry. Okay, first entry, second entry. Okay, and especially after this nice bearish move down, we haven't gotten a new low on this channel. I like that. Even though you could be looking at this channel as just a move down from this channel. But I mean, I was just looking at it as a range day. That's what the feel was. So anyway, you got a second entry short, beautiful signal bar. We make this new low, and then price try to reverse, and you get a micro double top, second entry short, very bearish bar again. I like it. I guess because we we're above the EMA. Well, I don't really know, but for whatever reason, all the shorts exited here after they took their profit, and some buyers came in. Um, and there was one more attempt to probably test this high, and it failed. And then we get a very, very strong sell-off. You can see we get a spike in channel. And maybe, I mean, I'm not going to take a failure right here. First entry, failed second entry. Um, Even though this is, well, I guess, yeah, you could reset the count here because you have matching highs right there. This is too sideways for a failure. We make that new move down, two legs up, and really we're just going sideways in here. You can see that level of resistance. You get a first entry, second entry up here, right at that price level. So I think that's a pretty good entry, and you can see a lot of people like that one. And I don't think you can enter this. There's just so much overlap. But the floor falls out, and I was looking for a measured move after this leg, and we went beyond that. You do get a second entry short right here, but it's a bit away from the EMA, and you really wouldn't have that trend line confirmed yet, so that's risky. Come down here, we get a break, and we get some strong rally, but you know the bias is down. We break and a move to a new low, so these buyers probably thought, you know, there's a reversal going to happen, but that's not a convincing move. After a huge move like this, I'd expect some more selling to come in. So anyway, look at that. The overnight lows, we break out, we test it once here, twice here, then we test it a couple times again. You get this lower high, that's also a second entry short. Nice bearish bar. I think you got to take that one. Come down here, you get a failed first entry, failed second entry long, and a second entry short. So I guess you could mark this red if you go on the engulfing bar. I think those are matching highs too, so I would say red to take it as a failure. But if you're going below this big bar, I think it's a green trade. And what I think was happening here, the reason I drew this range is this correction. I think the bears were looking for a measured move down. And not only did we fail to hit that measured move, we failed to hit the measured move of the overnight, this leg down. So I think when we fail to do that, I think that's why so much buying came in. And you get a reversal pattern right here, but it's kind of in no man's land. By the way, just look at that midline and prices reacting to it. That's clearly some sort of significant price level. But anyway, this looks like a channel just because of the midline, but I don't think a lot of people would be playing that. So I think more people would be playing this. And you get a huge rally up to the midline of the overnight range, and that's an overshoot of this channel, which leads to a break. And then we get this downward channel, and first entry failed second entry long, but it's above the EMA. And this is not a strong bear channel right here. But you do get a second entry short off the channel right here, but we came up short of the channel here and here, so you know it's looking like a range. And then you get a first entry failed second entry short here right off the overnight lows, but it's risky. It's not off the EMA, and it's late in the day, I'm seeing. So buying, selling, then we just go sideways. So that's how I saw the day. I hope everyone had a great day. Have a great weekend.